Hey, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. Alright, so today we're going to be doing some Master League battles, and in my opinion, this could potentially be the best Pokemon team that you could ever create. It consists of Crowned Sword Zacian, and it's fully maxed out, and we also have White Kyurem, I almost said Black Kyurem. It's actually White Kyurem, and also fully maxed out, and then we also have Groudon to round it out. This is a very well-rounded team. I think Zacian by himself is going to be a powerhouse. Of course, it's a fusion that we got last year. I actually don't think it's a fusion. It's more like an updated form. But regardless, it's a very powerful Pokemon. And then of course, White Kyurem is a super powerful Pokemon. That is actually a fusion. And then we got Groudon, which is basically kind of like the tried and true Master League Pokemon. So yeah, let's just jump into battles. I really am excited to show off this team. I really do think this is as good as it gets. That's my opinion. There are, of course, going to be Pokemon out there that are going to be direct counters to these Pokemon, but still, I feel like, just in general, this is a team that, just simply put, will have a hard time losing. Alright, so we're jumping right in against one of those direct counters. This is, of course, Kyogre. And Kyogre is one of those Pokemon that is just going to be a very strong answer to all three of the Pokemon on my team. But there is, of course, just a lot of damage, and you do not want to... actually, I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so we are going to shield this. We want to keep Zacian in the game as long as possible. And yes, we did see that Origin Pulse, so it was a good shield. But let's see if we can get more charge attacks on. The goal here would be to knock this out as quickly as possible and see if we can get to that second Pokemon. Alright, so there goes the second shield, and it doesn't look like we're going to make it. I probably should have gone with close combat. Oof. That's going to be tough. But we're going to jump in with White Kyurem, which is of course a really strong counter to Kyogre. And let's see. Let's actually see. We're not going to go with shields. We're going to let him Origin Pulse. And you can see right there, not effective damage. We're going to try to build up some energy as well. We do know that there is a possible second move. Yep, there it is. We're going to shield this one. And we're just going to focus on building up energy. That is how we're going to go about it. Wow, they're just going with Origin Pulse. Interesting. I actually feel like they could have done that a lot better with Surf to try to get some of my shields without spending too much energy. Alright, and they're going with Zekrom. And of course, we do have solid answers to Zekrom, but we're going to go with... let's see. Yeah, this should be super effective damage, one hit KO. And we got one more. And boom. Okay. That was actually a little bit risky because Groudon would have suffered tremendously up against Lugia. But yeah, this is pretty much done. There we go. We don't even have to go to Groudon. So yeah, this team is a very powerful team. You could see right there with Zacian getting hard countered right in the beginning. It was nothing to sweat about because White Kyurem came in and just cleaned house. So yeah, I've been really liking this team. I've been really liking these wins because this season is going to end soon. This season is going to end soon, and I've been very much slacking when it comes to these battles. This is one of those seasons where I don't necessarily have to worry too much about trying to hit legend rank. I'm saving a lot of that energy for the next season. The big reason for that is, of course, because we do have an interim season, so it's not like I need to do too many wins in order to get that Pikachu Libre. Alright, Heavy Slam. I can already tell this is going to be a bit of an easy win. I am going to try to get at least one shield out. I'm assuming they're just going to sack this though. Nope, yep, they're going to burn a shield. Alright. We could probably just close this out with just fast attacks. I'm actually going to shield this because I want to see if I could get 2 close combats with whatever next Pokemon they bring in. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. Yeah, let's go. Oh my gosh, it's Rhyperior, but we do have an answer to that. It's not going to be White Kyurem. It's actually going to be our third Pokemon. All right, there it goes, and we got our second close combat. Nice. So this is a great situation right here. Rhyperior is a very scary Pokemon, of course, but for the price of one, we knocked out two. And look at that. We have the perfect Pokemon for their final Pokemon, and this should be good. This should be done real soon. Now, the one drawback with this team, of course, is the amount of energy that you need to build up in order to use their charge attacks. As you can see, I needed to do a lot of fast attacks even to just launch one charge attack. So it is going to be a little bit tricky for that regard. Like, you're going to have to draw out the shields pretty early on. Sorry, I'm also a little bit sick in case you haven't figured it out. But yeah, you gotta work around those shields because you're not going to be able to get a lot of charge attacks off. All right, Aggron opener. This is going to be interesting. It's not going to be a counter per se. Nothing that it does is going to deal a lot of damage. While they're going to go jump right into Palkia. Now it's going to get interesting because I could go to White Kyurem, but the problem with White Kyurem is that it's going to be susceptible to Dragon type damage. But I'm going to do it anyway because let's see here. I'm actually going to shield. Yep, Draco Meteor. We saw that coming. Good job. Now they are pretty much cooked. They're probably going to go back to Aggron, which is what I would like to see. Oh no, it's actually going to be Tyranitar. Of all Pokemon, Tyranitar. I probably could have gone with, what is it? No, actually, let's see what happens. So we do Ice Burn. Yes, we do burn out a shield. They're going to go right back to Aggron. I'm going to hopefully be able to get Fusion Flare off. Yes, we do. That's great. It's not going to deal super effective damage, but it will still deal quite enough to be able to take it out. Boom. There we go. Then we close this off with Groudon. They're probably going to concede, or maybe not. They're just going to go for it. I'm not even going to shield this. I'll save my shield for potentially some sort of surprise, but we know what moveset Tyranitar can bring. And yeah, it's pretty much over. I think they've already given up. Brutal Swing does tickling damage, and Precipice Blades is basically going to just nuke it. So yeah, there you go. Another easy win in the books. This team is awesome. This team is so powerful. And of course, this required a ton of Stardust. It required a ton of candies. And I also had to hyper train both my Zacian and my Kyurem. And of course, now I'm reaping the benefits of that. Both of these are hyper trained to 100% IVs. They're also Shundos, which is really nice. And yeah, this is basically what I've been doing lately when it comes to the Master League and just racking up those wins. It's going to be one of those seasons where it's going to be really hard to gauge just how powerful your teams actually are because a lot of people are not necessarily trying. It is an interim season, unfortunately. People are not necessarily going to go with the best of the best, and some of these battles are going to be basically throwaway battles. Even this right here, you can see Rhyperior. Yes, it does have some moves that are quite dangerous, but this is not going to be difficult to deal with at all. Because right here, they go to Garchomp thinking it's a good switch. Yes, it is a good switch, but I'm going to try to get a shield off and then jump into something that deals double super effective damage and just... yeah, so easy. I mean, when you have a 100% IV White Kyurem as well as a 100% IV Crown Zacian, it's just such a powerful combo. I don't even necessarily feel like Groudon is any much of a difference maker. It really comes down to these two Pokemon. I'm really glad I invested all of that into making them as strong as they could be, because when it comes to Master League, it always is a little bit tricky. You really do have a lot of things you're going to go up against, and you want to make sure you have awesome Pokemon to counteract that. But yeah, I'm honestly telling you, this is oh wow, yeah, it's over. Yeah, this is just a powerful duo, and I love this team. Yeah, so that's essentially really it. Yeah, I'll close it off. I'll do one more battle. That'll be the 5 battles for this set. But I would like to know what you think. What team are you using in the Master League? Are you even engaged in the Master League right now? I think that is something. Like, I know a lot of people go with the Great League. It's a lot more accessible. There's a lot of Pokemon that you could use. And when it comes to the Master League, it is tricky. If you do not have a whole bunch of stuff that is going to be the best of the best, like the Pokemon that I'm using on this team, yeah, you're going to struggle. It's almost guaranteed. This is definitely more of a, I guess, pay-to-win team. You know, all the raids that I've done, all the hyper training that I've done, of course, that means I had to spend money to get those bottle caps. Oh boy, Melmetal. This is actually kind of an interesting matchup, but still, yeah, it's crazy just the amount of resources that went into this team. Oh wow, I forget that Melmetal is a very solid Pokemon for the Master League. I might actually struggle with this one. We'll see. I'm actually going to try to at least get both of their shields out. Not using any of my shields just yet. I might have to sack Crown Zacian, unfortunately. Let's actually see. Yep, there goes one shield. We're going to jump in and try to get the second shield. If they do not shield this, it could be an OTK. Nope, yep, they're going to shield both, which means they're down 2 shields. And I have 2 powerful Pokemon in the rear. So, yeah, this is potentially another easy win. The problem with the Master League is that if you use your shields too quickly, it's going to spell disaster for the rest of the battle. Because you can see right here, Groudon, not necessarily worried about anything that it could launch at it. Maybe Superpower. Nope, Double Iron Bash. Does very little damage. They're going to go to Kyogre. I kind of have an answer for it. It's not an ideal answer. Obviously, both of its attacks are not going to be that good, but I'm going to shield. Yeah, I think I'm okay. But yeah, so this team is solid. I would like to know what teams you're using though. Now, I think there's always room for improvement. That's kind of how PvP generally is. You know, this team could be the best team out there, but there's going to be a team out there that might be better in different situations. So yeah, I mean, I'm really curious to know what you guys are using. So definitely share it in the comments below. All right, let's finish this off. Yes, we do have an answer to this. Fusion Flare is going to deal super effective damage. Double Iron Bash might actually be a very powerful move as well. But goodbye Melmetal. We still have a shield and a fairly charged up Groudon as well. So whatever they bring out, as long as it's not a direct counter to Groudon, yep, it's over. And there we go. Yeah, well, that's essentially going to be it. So yeah, easy battles, great team, good stuff. Nice. Let's actually collect the rewards and we'll finish this video off. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I noticed that when it comes to PvP videos, oh wow, that's a bit of a surprise. Let's see if we could make some room here. All right, well, yeah, so, oh, double rare candy, nice. Yeah, what was I saying? So, PvP videos have not actually been performing well on my channel. I think a lot of players recognize that I'm not a PvP YouTuber, content creator, but I would like to dabble more in PvP. So I'm going to still make these videos, even though they do not get views, and hopefully I'll be able to at least get Pikachu Libre by the end of the season, and really progress on this journey of becoming one of the pros when it comes to PvP. Who knows? But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, definitely help it out by hitting that like button, and also subscribe if it's your first time here, and also turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And also make sure you check out the links in the description below. One of them is to my Patreon page. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you join my Patreon, because I add all of the Patreon members and I always prioritize them when it comes to remote raids, and as well as opening and sending gifts and all that. So yeah, go and check out my Patreon. A link to it is in the description below. And also my Etsy store, that's also down in the description below. If you want to get some cool merch for anime and K-pop, that's the stuff that I'm doing. Yeah, go and check it out. And that's all going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next one.